Hey everyone, Julia from Sunday Sounds here. In this video, we're going to take a look at our song-specific patch designed in the style of the song you see on the screen. I'm going to demonstrate this song patch in its original key and at its original tempo. You can change the key you play or hear the song patch in by using Easy Transpose, and you can change the tempo as well. Details on how to adjust both the key and the tempo are included in your download. For this video, I'll be demonstrating the MainStage version of this song-specific patch. If you purchase the Ableton Live version, you'll be able to use this video to follow along just the same, seeing as the hand positions, song sections, layer ranges, and sound of the patch are the same. In MainStage, you'll use your mod wheel to move through the various song sections. In Ableton, you'll use the macro knob labeled Song Section. Be sure to check out the full demo video for this song patch to see all the parts and sections in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. This patch has piano, pads, organ, bass, and strings all triggered in the left-hand range, which stretches from here up to here. In this upper range of the left hand, there is only piano notes and pad notes. So at any point in the song, you can drop out the lower left-hand range and just play single notes or chords in your upper left-hand range. The right hand will play chords for most of the song. There's a piano range from this note up the rest of the keys. There are lots of improvisations and short piano riffs in this song. I'm going to teach just the chords and some of the riffs, but you can improvise however you'd like throughout the song. I'll point out a few good places where you can improvise, as well as some of the more common improvisations. You might want to take some time before playing this song to sit down, listen to the original recording, and decide what you want to do and how you want to play all of these parts. You'll start the song with the song section control all the way down. For your intro, down verse, down pre-chorus, down chorus, refrain, bridge, vamp, tag, instrumental, and the outro. At halfway will be your medium refrain, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, interlude, and tag, and all the way up will be the big chorus and the big bridge. Remember that whether you're in MainStage or Ableton Live, these positions are the same. For the intro, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. There are some short piano riffs between these chords. I'll teach them to you. Then at the end of the intro, there's a short piano riff that I like to play. It sounds like this. And those notes are all syncopated. So in context, it sounds like this. This part comes back later in the song for several parts. The first time it comes back as a refrain. Now for this medium refrain, you'll have the song section control at halfway. You'll play octaves in your left hand and those same chords and riffs in your right hand. This time I like to change up the riff a little bit to sound more like the recording. I like to play it in octaves, so that would sound like this. If you'd like to just play the single note riff, you can do that as well. Or you can just play the chords. The next time this part comes back is again as a refrain. For this one, you'll have the song section control all the way down. The final time this part comes back is as the interlude. For this part, you'll have the song section control at halfway. You'll again play octaves in your left hand and those same chords and riffs in your right hand. This chord progression really comes back many times in the song, but these are the main times. Just be sure to watch for this part in the demo video. For your down verse, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. These are the same chords as in the intro and the refrain in the interlude. So for this part, I like to play the same riffs that I played in the intro. Again, that sounds like this. If you'd like to add your own improvisations, a good place to do that is on this final note of the chord progression, which is the 4 of your key. So an improvisation would sound like this. For your medium verse, you'll have the song section control at halfway. You'll play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. I like to play these chords and riffs the same way. And remember, if you want to add improvisations, a good place to do that is on that 4 chord. For the pre-chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. I also like to have my right hand follow the melody line of this part. So that would sound like this. For the medium pre-chorus, you'll have the song section control at halfway, and you'll play everything the same way. For the down chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play single notes in the high octave of your left hand, and your right hand will play chords and follow the melody line of this part. So here's how I like to play my right hand. You can also think about this part as having the top note follow the melody line while the bottom note just plays the 1 of your key. I'll play this part with both hands. Another short riff that I like to play is an ascending line moving into the first note of each line of the chorus. That sounds like this. Remember, you can feel free to mix it up and play these riffs if you'd like, or play other riffs that you want to play as well. The second time you play the chorus, it will be a medium chorus. You'll have the song section control at halfway. You'll play octaves in your left hand and those same chords and riffs in your right hand. I like to play all my choruses pretty much the same way, just to keep it easy and remember what I'm going to play. So for the third time you play the chorus, it will be a big chorus. You'll have the song section control all the way up and play everything the same way as the previous two choruses. The last few times you play the chorus will be slightly different. So the next time you play the chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play single notes in the high octave of your left hand and chords in your right hand. Now for this part, to sound more like the recording, you'll want to bring your right hand up an octave to play your chords up here. So that would sound like this. Something I like to do during this section is expand my left hand up an octave and arpeggiate on the 1, 5, and 1 of each chord. This will help to fill the space and make the part sound more complex. So, for example, that would sound like this. So those notes I'm playing on my left hand are this. Personally, what I like to do is just play the single notes for the first half of the chorus, and then halfway through I like to add those arpeggiated notes in the left hand. This just helps to slowly build this section into the big parts that come later in the song. The final time you play the chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll again be playing single notes in the high octave of your left hand, or arpeggiated notes if you'd like, and then chords in your right hand, up high in this octave. Remember, you can add any improvisations you'd like. The first time you play the bridge, you'll start with the down bridge, with the song section control all the way down. You'll play single notes in the high octave of your left hand, and you're going to play chords in your right hand. To sound more like the recording, you can bring your right hand up to play the chords in this higher octave. So that would sound like this. During the bridge, there are a lot of improvisations and short riffs. Some of the ones I like to play sound like this. Something to consider when you're deciding what improvisations to play is to pick a motif or two and to repeat those throughout the song. The motif that I chose for this song is to play syncopated notes and riffs in thirds. So, for example, I like to play that was a 3-note riff, and then I like to play a third note riff after that. So the second time through the bridge, you'll add in the low octave of your left hand, continue playing chords up high in your right hand. Then for the last 2 times through this bridge, you'll increase the song section control to halfway, continue playing octaves in your left hand, and I like to bring my right hand down to this middle range again for the second half of the bridge. After this bridge, you'll hold out the last note, which is the 4 of your key, for an extra measure. The bridge comes back 2 more times in the song. So the next time that the bridge comes back, you'll start with the song section control all the way down, play single notes in the high octave of your left hand and chords in your right hand. You'll play this for 2 times through the bridge. Then I like to add in the low octave of my left hand, and then for the final time through the bridge, increase the song section control to halfway. Keep in mind that you can build these sections however you'd like. If your band gets really big during this part, you can increase the song section control all the way up. This part is variable, so you can build it in different ways. The final time you play the bridge, you'll again start with the song section control all the way down. This time I like to be playing octaves in my left hand because this part starts a bit bigger than previous times. You'll play chords in your right hand and any improvisations that you'd like. I like to play this 2 times through this bridge and then increase the song section control to halfway for the 3rd time and then all the way up for the 4th time. There is one final time that the bridge part comes back after a vamp section. Just watch for all of these parts in the full demo video. For the vamp section, you'll have the song section control all the way down. The first time you play the vamp, you'll just play single notes in the high octave of your left hand and chords in your right hand. This part just goes back and forth between the 1 of your key and the 1 suspended. There are lots of improvisations during this part. You'll play through the chord progression 2 times total, and then for the 3rd time, I like to add the low octave of my left hand just to build this, moving into the chorus. The vamp comes back later in the song. For this part, you'll again have the song section control all the way down. I like to play octaves throughout this entire part and chords and improvisations in my right hand. Remember, you can choose whatever improvisations that you'd like to play. For the tag section in the middle of the song, you'll start with the song section control all the way down. You're going to play single notes in the high octave of your left hand and chords in your right hand. Again, there are lots of improvisations in this part in the original recording. The main goal of these improvisations is just to fill space, so you can feel free to make those decisions on how you want to play those parts. Halfway through this tag, I like to increase the song section control to halfway and play octaves in my left hand. Again, this just helps to build. For the instrumental section, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll start by playing single notes in the high octave of your left hand and chords and improvisations in your right hand. This part has the same chord progression as the bridge, so I like to play those same riffs from the bridge. Again, those sound like this. The instrumental is a total of 6 times through the chord progression. For the first 4, I like to just play single notes in the high octave of my left hand, and then for the last 2, add the low octave of my left hand to build this part. For the outro at the end of the song, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. This part has the same chord progression as the intro, so I like to play those same riffs from the intro. Just for a refresher, those sound like this. You'll play through this progression 2 times and end on the 4 of your key. Be sure to watch the full demo video to see all these parts in order and how we move the song section control throughout the entire song. Song-specific patches work best in the Sunday Keys template for MainStage and Ableton Live. Sunday Keys gives you all the sounds and tools you need to play live worship keys, and all of our song-specific patches integrate seamlessly with Sunday Keys. You can learn all about Sunday Keys for MainStage and Ableton Live on our website. Thanks for checking out this song-specific patch. I'm Julia with Sunday Sounds, and I'll see you next time.